Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, what's up? My name is vianney.strick. Thank you so much for being here. As you guys can see by the title, today we're going to be doing a review on the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint. I'm going to tell you guys all the details, show you application, what it looks with makeup, and of course we're going to do a full day wear test to let you guys know if it's worth your money or not. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you do, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel to join my squad. Let's get into it. Okay guys, I'm super excited to do this review. You guys know sometimes when it comes to like high-end makeup, I like to just do a dedicated review to let you guys know all the details because obviously these things are not like the most affordable. This is actually my first time trying anything from Danessa Myricks. I'm super excited. I've heard nothing but good things about this brand. I've been wanting to try the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder, but as soon as this came out, I was like, let me just do a quick little review. So without further ado, let me give you guys a little bit of details and then we'll apply it on the face. So again, this is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Yummy Skin Soothing Serum Skin Tint Foundation with Peptides and Ceramides. This does retail for $36 and it does have 1.58 fluid ounces. This is described as a hydrating and smoothing skincare infused skin tint that provides a light coverage and a skin light radiant finish. It is a liquid formulation, and highlighted ingredients we have vegan collagen peptides, ceramides, and cactus extract. So all these things are gonna smooth the skin texture, plump the fine lines, strengthen, care, and protect the skin barrier. And the cactus is the antioxidant booster that hydrates and soothes. There are 16 different shades, which I do think it's pretty good for a skin tint. I do think they could do a little bit more. But so I'm not going to read any opinions about it. All I can see on the Sephora app is that so far there's 14 reviews and it's a 4 out of 5 stars. Hopefully that's a good thing. I tried my best to match myself, so hopefully this shade works. I'm using the shade 6. Okay, I definitely think we can make this work. It might be a little bit dark for me, but I do get darker in the summer anyways. So I do think it'll work out. And by the way, the shade 6 is described as a medium skin with neutral undertones. Alrighty, we are up close and personal. All I have is eye makeup, eyebrows, and like always, I'm not gonna use a primer by testing out this foundation because you never know. So all I have is my skincare and moisturizer, and this is what my skin looks like. So let's do this side with a brush. Usually with skin tints, I do prefer a brush. I really don't even know how much to put, so maybe like 3 lines. I do like to go with my fingers first to like spread it out evenly, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. So far it feels creamy. It's not like liquidy, but it's definitely a very thin cream consistency. And I do think I actually put the perfect amount of product. So I'm gonna go in with the BK Beauty A507 angled brush, and I like to pounce it in with the brush. So far it's actually looking really pretty. It definitely is giving a radiant finish, but not greasy looking. It doesn't feel heavy, and so far it does feel hydrating. And it is giving me like a light to medium coverage. So that is half of the face. Here it is with, here it is without. I feel like it really did perfect my skin and added luminosity. Yeah, maybe like a light medium coverage. I don't think it is a medium because I do have a little speck right here and I feel like you guys can still see it. But so far I actually think I shade matched myself pretty well. It's just a little darker than my neck, but I do like the shade. I do think it's really nice, and so far that looks really pretty. So let's go ahead and do the same amount on the other side. I'm also going to blend it with my fingers first, and then we'll blend it out with a damp beauty sponge. If you want a more natural coverage, usually a sponge will do the job, which is why I do prefer to use a brush, usually with like skin tints, because I always want to get like the most coverage possible. But this is actually blending out very similarly. I think it's because it's not so liquidy and it's more of like a cream. It's keeping that coverage even with the sponge. So that is with the sponge. To be honest, I think it looks pretty equal. I do think that either way, you'll probably get a very similar result. So far I am really liking it. I do think my skin looks really nice. It is like very glowy. So obviously when it comes to like glowy products, like your pores are going to be visible, but I will be setting it with a powder. But so far I actually think it looks really pretty, and to be honest, I don't think it's overly glowy to the point where like you couldn't wear without powder. I do think it gives the skin a really nice finish, and that shade actually worked really well. so far my skin looks really, really nice. Obviously, it really comes down to how other makeup goes on top of it. It is pretty early in the day, so I can give you guys a pretty good wear test, but before I do the rest of my makeup, here is one last look at this product. It feels very weightless. I actually don't feel it on my skin, and I didn't really use like an excessive amount of product, and I do think it like covered my face really, really well. So I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup. I'll keep it in the video for you guys, and I will be right back. Okay guys, I am back. I will list every product that I used on my face, everything down below in the description. So this is what the makeup looks like, and I have to say, so far I do think it looks really, really pretty. I did put a little bit of powder right here. Let me wipe it off. What I've noticed is that it looks very skin-like, very radiant, and I did go ahead and powder my whole face. I just did my normal makeup routine that I always do, so that way I can kind of really test it out. And even though I powdered my whole face, I can still see the radiance coming through. So whether you like that or not, that's kind of what I'm seeing. If you really need a lot of powder to keep like your oils and your shiny away, this might not be the one for you. But if you do like to set your makeup with powder for the fact that it's going to be more long wearing, but you maybe have drier skin or you don't want your skin to look dry, then you might really like it. So far, I do think it looks pretty flawless. I do think it looks pretty. As you guys can see, it looks like a full glam now, so you can definitely make it full glam with concealer and everything like that. Right now I am really, really liking it. So I'm going to show you guys in front of my window with natural light, like always. And right now I have to say I really, really like this as long as it wears well. The only thing I'm worried about is maybe getting like very shiny throughout the day. But right now I do think it looks stunning, and for a freaking tinted moisturizer, it looks really, really nice. So it's currently 9 a.m. You can do like an 8-hour wear test. So I will show you guys in natural light. I will come back in a couple hours, and then I will come back to you at the end of the afternoon to show you guys what it looks like. But so far I am actually pretty impressed, and I do think it looks beautiful, and I think the shade match was perfect. Guys, as promised, we are in front of a window. This is my iPhone. But here is what it looks like. You see what I mean? How it's like very radiant. I mean, it looks gorgeous, like truly gorgeous. I just hope that it looks good throughout the day. But this is what it looks like, and so far I'm really loving it, especially for the summer. Hey guys, so this is the halfway mark. It is currently 1 p.m. and this is what the makeup looks like. So far it really feels like it looks the same as when I first put it on. Nothing looks crazy, nothing looks cakey. It still has that like radiance. Keep in mind I don't have any highlighter on. I do have a matte blush as well as a matte bronzer on. So as you guys can see, it does look very like luminous, but it feels a little wet. Like it doesn't feel like I have a bunch of powder on. Like you can still kind of feel it, but it looks really, really pretty. So as of right now, I'm still loving it. So in the next 4 hours, we'll see what I really think about it. But yeah, so far so good. Alrighty guys, it is officially hour 8. This is what the skin is looking like. Very radiant. I do have my final thoughts. I think it's really, really pretty. Like I mentioned in the last video, I am not wearing any type of highlighter. Like look at the radiance. If this is like a dream come true for you, then there you have it. This is like the radiant skin tint of your dreams. I will say, you guys saw how much I did powder. It still feels a little tacky, so it just seems like it's not gonna really dry down, not even with powder. So if you have very dry skin or you just love the radiance of this, then I do think you're really gonna like it. If you do have oily skin or an oily T-zone that you think you can control with powder, I don't know if this is the one for you, because I did put quite a bit of powder on because it was so luminous, and it's still coming through and it still feels like hydrating and a little bit tacky. So I just don't know how long wearing it would be for you. Also, I feel like my blush looks a little patchy right here, and I think it's because I just can't really set this very much with powder. So I do think overall, I think it looks gorgeous. Maybe not the best for full glam, but for like an everyday. But if you do have oily skin, maybe stay away from it. But if you have dry to normal, I think this is gorgeous. I mean, look how luminous I look. So anyways, I hope that this video helped you guys out if you want to purchase or not. Please let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.